Hello, guys. Take a little bit here, and then I'm sure some people will start popping in. But tonight, I want to talk about the Arma light rifle, Model 15. I personally don't know that much about it, and I kind of was wanting to do a Q&A, and that light behind me is ridiculous. Hey, Uncle Jim. Well, good morning, Kyle. I'm glad you guys are here. Uh, I probably, like I started to say, I probably got more questions than I got answers, which I know I do. See if I can get this light right. There we go. Uh, Kyle, are you in China? Uncle Jim wants to know if you're in China. But, I recently I bought one, and I just kind of wanting to talk about it and discuss ins and outs and failures. No, Garud, I haven't seen any chupacabras. It's always morning in the world of friends, huh? So, well, one thing I'm interested in is how do you clean your barrel lugs? Uh, is there a special tool that cleans your barrel lugs, or you just use a toothbrush? And how often do you have to clean the gas ports, gas block? Oh, really? I'll have to look for that. So they make a chamber star, huh? And you can get special patches. So was Armalite the first company to come out with the Armalite Model 15, or and then Colt followed suit? Oh, now I've got a hook, and that's how I cleaned mine. Is the other day as I used a hook and patches, and you can use a foam one. Colt always copies. So here's another thing: is a 16-inch barrel normally standard, or is a 20-inch barrel standard? There's Uncle John. Hi, Uncle John. What's the best solvent to use on the chrome uh, barrel, on the rifling, the chrome rifling? Can you just use any solvent on the market, or is some harsher, shouldn't be used? Okay, I was thinking that the rifles that came out were longer than 16 inches. Hey, James. This is a subject you'll probably be interested in. We're talking about the Arma Lite Model 15. Hoppies is fine. I use Edge Red. So, how do you clean your gas ports? Do you just use, hey, Fuzzy? I'm going to compare this rifle now. Some people, I might upset some people, but I'm going to compare this rifle to a modern lever action, to what the lever action was to the Wild West. Pipe cleaners work fine. And do you use solvent to clean out that, or just use a dry uh, pipe cleaner? And how often do you maintain your gas tube and gas ports? Gas tube. Ain't that what that thing's called? A little go a long time. Now, in my manual, it said something there on your uh, bolt assembly to clean that, where the gas tube goes into. How many rounds you got through that, James? Oh, 25,000 or 2,500 rounds? Wow. Okay. Doesn't get that dirty. All right. 4,000. Wow. Now, see, I was under the impression that needed to be maintained quite often. Now, I know on the Mini 14, they talked like it it was self clean, like Uncle Jim is saying, it blasts clean. Okay, the gas key on the bolt head, does it need to be cleaned very often, or okay? So actually, so is it blowing the stuff back onto the bolt, and then when you clean the bolt, it's actually what needs to be cleaned? All right. So the glass gas block and tube is not really okay, that crucial. All right. Yeah, into the bolt. That's why you need to take the bolt and clean it. All right. And how much oil do you put on the bolt? Hey, Jamie. Oh, okay. I never think about cleaning the magazines. Okay, Jamie. We'll see you in a little bit. You oil the boat as needed. Okay, now Hey, West Covina. So, do you put like a drop of oil on the bolt, or do you like dampen a Q-tip and just wipe it with the oil residue to lubricate it? Okay, the gas ring's oiled. Because I know in the manual it said if you over lubricate it, it could be worse as under lubricating it. Now, I don't know that that would be a fair I can't even talk, analysis of that or not. Well, my video was really pitiful. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. All right. Oh, okay. I never thought about that. Then once you shoot it, if there's any excess, it'll blow out. Okay, so if you overlube it, dirt sticks to the lube. Now, when we talk about dirt, we're talking about the unburnt powder or powder residue, unless you're in a situation where you really are literally in the dirt. The carbon from the fired uh, ignition. So now I want to get this straight. The Armalite Model 15 was never uh, issued in the military. That is a total civilian rifle, right? Hello, Oceans. I say Oceans. Ocean 374. That's what I thought. Now, the Model 16 was the military rifle. Now, when was it turned into the Model 4? And why did they change it to a Model 4? IMCK. Well, the M4 has a shorter barrel. So that's the one that's 16-inch. Now, Vanilla Gorilla wants to know if the first Armalite rifles were in 308. I don't believe they were. I think they've always been 5.56. Oh, they were 14-inch. So they're not even considered a, is that considered a carbine? They did make 308. Okay, but now was that the Model 10 or was that in the Model 15 or 16? Okay. West Covina said that's a Model 10. Hey, Ozark. Hey, did you feel that earthquake last night? Did that wake you up? Okay, yeah. Ozark wants you to know that it was the NATO 7.62 by 51. Vanilla Gorilla wants to know if you ever seen any that had the charging handle on top of the carry handle. And Uncle Jim says the M5 was first. Actually, the ice storm is north of me, Fuzzy. We got rain until it turned to snow, but now I've we have got all kinds of weather. We've had uh, rain, ice, snow, tornadoes. 1954 survival. Yeah, right now it's 15 degrees here, Kyle. It started out this morning at 33 degrees and been dropping all day. Ozark says Forgotten Weapons has a couple good videos on this. Okay. Uncle Jim said the M5 was a boat action that looked a lot like the M7. No, Vanilla Gorilla, I didn't build one. I bought one. I got the Panther's Arms. Oh, I forgot the name of it now. Oracle. I bought the Oracle. Seems to be a pretty good gun for now. Okay, their first guns were for pilots. Okay, that was my next question. Now, was that you say that was the M5 that the pilots used, or was that the M7? Vanilla Gorilla says he wished that Remington would come back with the nylon 66. That was one ugly rifle. Hey, killing time. How's it going? Now, see, I was thinking it was the 7, and that's a little automatic. Uh, that the barrel and trigger assembly went into the stock. Okay. Uncle Jim says the M5 was actually made first for the pilots. Hi, Chico Wise. So the Model 7 was for pilots, for if their planes got shot down, they had something to fall back on. Vanilla Gorilla said his first gun was a Colt Diamondback. But I am thinking right, Jim. The M7 was a automatic pistol, and the barrel and trigger assembly went inside the stock. Hey, Scotsman. It started as a bolt action, was the M5. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Vanilla Gorilla, is the Arma Lite 7. Hey, Willie Bullet Man. So, Willie, how do you treat your Arma Lite rifle? Yes, I think you're right. I know Henry makes it right now, makes the Model 7. Oh, that's right, Kyle. Yeah, I've seen you show that before. Or me and you talked about it or something. The pistol version of what? Sorry, Vanilla Gorilla. Explorer. Yes, the Charter Arms is a good 44 special pistol. How often do you clean it, Willie? Do you clean your rifle often? Charter Arms, Uncle Jim said Charter Arms was the first one to come out with the Model 7 for civilian. Thank you, Vanilla Gorilla, for that link. I don't know anything about the Garcia Bronzos or whatever. You clean it every 1,000 rounds. Wow. Not that I know of, Vanilla Gorilla. Okay, so what is the biggest difference in the Model 15 and the Model 16? Well, see, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, Zark, you should clean your rifle every time you use it, but apparently that's not the case. Willie says he keeps it. Okay. So there's the select fire. Exactly. Select fire. The M16 has select fire from safe, single, and multi shot. Okay. Yes. Well, Ozark, that's kind of my point I wanted to get to is that the Armalite Model 15 was never an Army issued rifle. It's always been a civilian rifle. Ocean, I try to clean mine after every use, but it doesn't happen. Actually, I've got it to where in my bolt actions, I might wipe it down, but I don't even clean the bore anymore because as much as I have in the past, because I found out that it's actually better off not to clean the bore as much. It's more consistent until it gets to the point where it's extremely dirty. Uh, I don't know about that, Jim. Yeah, that is pretty cool, Chico wise. No, we're pretty much talking about any gun pretty much now, but yeah, exactly. Clean the barrel when the accuracy starts to fail. Kyle's right. Yeah, I wished I could say that, but I've got crap scattered all over my bench. I need to do something about it. Yeah, I like my Oracle so far. It's been having pretty good. So I've only shot it the one time, but I like it. And I'll tell you what. Had I knew how easy this platform was to take care of and even mess with, I would have bought one years ago. Well, I got one with the gun, and Uncle Jim sent me two 30 round magazines and a 20 round magazine. Thank you, Uncle Jim. Oh, Uncle Jim, you never did answer me about if you have a Mini 14 or not. I can't talk. No, no, I don't. I don't put anything on that plastic stock. Oh, that's right. I forgot Vanilla Gorilla's got two of the minis in stainless. But I think Jim misunderstood what I was saying the other night. I wasn't worried about the magazines you got. I was just wondering if you had one. Ooh, a tiger stock. Cool. Kyle, you have a Mini 14? I don't know about you guys, but I just love the way that Mini 14 sounds when it fires. It's got a different, whole different sound to it when it fires. Fake wood. Oh, yeah, it's nothing's like it was anymore, Fuzzy. It's aggravating. But we made a lot less money back then, too. You wasn't even a thought, was you, Gorilla? Oh, speaking of AKs, Uncle Jim, did you see what Palmetto State Armory's doing? What they've done? They've taken and I forgot the name of it. Oh, I was going to look that up too, and I forgot the name of it. But they HK? No, talking about the AR. They or AK. I mean the AK. Yeah, 9 millimeter. They made an AK that shoots 9 millimeter. That's pretty cool. Now, see, Gorilla, you brung up a whole different topic. The only reason things are called assault is when they're used against other persons. That's like a hammer, a screwdriver, anything. That is an assault weapon when it's used against another individual. Yeah, Bill Ruger didn't want to get in trouble with the high capacity magazines, and I don't understand that. I think that's one thing that shot his uh, M14 from getting into the Army. Heck yeah. Where you gonna be taking Ozark? Where you gonna take your so calm? Yeah. Hog assault. What's that you're saying, Vanilla Gorilla? The ACR 556 is badass. A Mini 14 from hell. Okay, that was my main concern. Kyle was what to clean and how often. Just make sure it don't have carbon buildup to cause a function error or a failure. Yeah, ain't that the one that the A team used? Vanilla Gorilla, didn't they use yeah. Yeah. I've seen that rifle before. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, Fuzzy, that's too funny. Actually, Willie, I'm going to wait until I can get something going with this 357. I like the idea of the straight wall case. And the 357 diameter bullet's always been my favorite. Yeah. Mini 14. Well, it was actually what Vanilla Gorilla said, ACR 14. Okay, Wes Covina. Well, I'll try to keep talking and keep it going so you can hear what we're doing. Uh, Ozark says he runs a boar snake down the barrel to clean the upper. Yeah, I know. Uh, that's what I was saying earlier, Ozark. If I'd known how easy this is easier than a these ARs are so much easier to take care of and maintain than some of the single shots. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Willie. I'm gonna bide my time with what I got and play around and get used to my gun and see what some people come out with on that upper on that 357. I'm really intrigued by that 357. Well, I'm saying 357. I should say 350 Legend. No, I ain't gonna be using no 410 powder. I need to find a way to send that to Mike Train. Mike Train wants it. Well, now I heard some guys having a conversation about if this 357 takes off, how's it going to affect the 300 blackout? I don't think it will. There's already too many bullets, no dot powder. No, I probably won't use dot powder in this gun. And you never know. I might use some green dot. But yeah, 300 blackout. It's here to stay. It ain't nothing going to take the place of the 300 blackout. The only thing that here's the deal with the 350 Legend. It has come out mainly for the states that has to have a straight wall case for deer hunting. That was the main reason for the 350 Legend. And let's face it, it's not going to take much to convert a AR platformed rifle. And we're doing pretty good, Rush Shooting. Glad to see you. Ohio and Indiana. Well, they talked like there was like 13 states that had to have a straight wall case, and Connecticut has to have a straight wall case. So see, for these states, that's going to work out great. Okay, that was another one of my concerns. Is a small base die set really needed if for to run an AR, or if I'm not having any luck, or I'm not having bad luck with the die I'm using? Indiana can use rifle neck cartridges. Hey, Vanessa. Now, I thought Indiana was shotgun or straight wall case. I didn't think they could use a rifle. Oh, it changed 2 years ago. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that. I'm going to have to look that rule up, that law, see how many states and which states it is that needs the straight wall case. You know, for so many years, it was just shotguns only. Small base dies. So you guys are recommending the small base dice. Okay. Well, right here is what I'm using. Is that what I need, or do I need a different one? Okay, so what do I need to look for besides what this is? That's not, it's fuzzy. Oh, wow. You can only use a 22 long rifle on state lands to hunt deer. Now, see, here in the state of Missouri, you cannot use a rimfire cartridge at all for a deer. It will say ASP. Okay. Hey, Scott, Inside Freedom, how you doing, brother? Yeah, so far, Willie, I haven't had any trouble. Uh, I'll keep using this die set unless I have trouble, and then I'll go with the smaller base. Okay. Just makes it more reliable to use. Oh, okay, Vanessa. I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you're saying. You can only use 22 long rifle on small game. Okay. So I should be pretty good with what I got unless I run into problems. So what is the difference in the AR-15 and the AR-10? Is the 10 beefier, bigger, or am I just do I already know that and being stupid right now or what? Oh, my side chat ain't coming up. Oh, Kenny's in the chat. I don't know what happened. My dadgum side chat all froze up on me. Okay, heavier, much heavier. Okay. Hey, Kenny. Okay, so uh, the AR will run what, or the 15 will run what other calibers? Now, see, I know it will run the Grendel. Will it run the Creedmoor, or does that have to be in the 10? Now, wait a minute. The Bushmaster, or yeah, the 450 Bushmasters in the 15, isn't it? Yeah. See what else? Okay, the Creedmoor's a 10. Or the 15. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Runs a Blackout, 223, Bushmaster, Grendel. Okay. And the 50 Beowulf is in the AER 15. Okay, now is this due to pressures or what determines what goes in a 15 and what goes in a 10? Okay. Now, why would you want a 243 and an AR 16? Are you saying AR 16, Kenny, or AR 15? overall case length. Okay. Now that makes sense too. Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. That's why the Grendel can go in the 15, but the Creedmoor can't. Okay. Because it's a shorter. Yeah. Don't be all, Jim. Seems like there was a. Oh, has anybody seen the new high point? Not to change the subject from ARs, but has any? Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Jim said 10 millimeter. Have you guys seen the new high point pistols? Well, apparently not. Well, they're interesting looking. The barrel sticks out and then it's threaded. Yeah, I had a Camp 9 back in the day, fuzzy, and I loved that gun. And it quit working, and I took it back to the guy that I bought it off of, and he took it apart and couldn't get it back together, so I ended up with pieces. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Valkyrie. I don't know. High point ain't yuck, Willie. High points are good. Now, see the 224 Valkyrie and the 223 Nosler. I just don't know that I have a use for those. Those are one of those that are trying to fill a niche that really ain't a niche. Now, if anybody is interested in that cartridge, I'm sorry that I say that. No, 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 no. I'm just in conversation. We were talking about ARs, Kenny, and I was just in conversation. No, the only thing I'm going to go to if I go to anything will be in a 357 caliber in my AR, whether it be the rimless Max or the new 350 Legend. On dab on. Scott said on dab on. Yeah, I sent a video the other day, Chico, with the on I can't think of his name. Oh, I wished I remembered. Okay. Oh, but anyway, they've they've totally redesigned the looks of the high point that has the long threaded barrel, and they look pretty cool, but they're still big. Uncle Jim's right; they're still big. Now, Kenny, you were talking about the 358 Yeti. Now, is that a straight wall or is that necked? Hey, Curtis, how you doing, brother? Glad to see you. Hey, Killing Time's got a Yeti. Okay, Killing Time, is that a necked cartridge or is that straight? What's necked? Darn. I, I really want to stay with a straight wall case. I'm getting tired of case prepping. The less you have to prep, the better off you are. You had a Yeti in the backyard? Oh, Jim, that's funny. They need to make a 44 and an AR, 44 mag. Well, back in the 70s, Kenny, they had such thing. They had I can't even think of what it was called now, the 44 auto mag. That would have been adopted to, or could have been adopted to an AR pretty easily, I'd say. You know, that's fuzzy. You bring that up, or that's funny. You bring that up, fuzzy. That's what I was thinking too. Can you stick a 44 in? Okay, what they've done back in the day, Ozark, is they would take 30-06 or 308s. They would cut them off and they would ream them out to get a 44 bullet to fit in them. And that's how they made the 44 Auto Mag. Wow, I can't believe we're getting up to an hour already. Wow, that's a good price. 1,000 or 2,000 bullets for $100. What's your question, Jim? Go 8. Yep, Ruger. Yep, Ruger had a carbine that shot a 44 mag. Go 8 hours. No, that ain't gonna happen, Jim. I'm tired. That storm last night kicked my ass. Hey, Meg, what's up? Daggum tornado alarms or sirens going off here from midnight to 1 o'clock. Hey, Uncle Jim, did you get your boiler running? A lot of people's worried about you, Uncle Jim. Mig's here. Mig's here. It's a party. Okay. All right, Uncle Jim. All right, Rush shooting. We'll catch you later. Hey, there's George Boy 44. Ruger had an auto, yeah, and a lever action. Yep. They also had them in, didn't they have the lever action 357 too? Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting a leg cramp. Oh, oh. No, I was getting a leg cramp, Scott. I hate that when that happens. His slack. Yeah, I'm taking up my slack. I have lost my patch and don't know where it's at. You, Scott, you have apparently not been on Uncle Jim's hat chat. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Ozark. What you got in that pipe, Kyle? Oh, what could I say? Missed it. Here it is. Yeah, he's got Ed's red in his pipe. That's funny. All right, guys. Well, we've crossed that hour mark, and I'm afraid I'm going to get up and stir around. My leg is killing me. So I'm going to shut this down. I want to thank everybody that came on and helped me with my questions. That's why I love our little community we have. We just can talk and answer each other's questions. Cheech and Chong Survival Sunday. I like that. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Probably see you Saturday night on Uncle Jim's tinfoil hat chat. All right, Willie, I'll give you a call.